Welcome to the fourth video in our series on UPSC Prelims 2024 Solved Polity Questions. This video covers 6 important questions with detailed explanations and quick summaries of related concepts. Please watch all videos in the UPSC PYQs Solved playlist to cover all questions. Happy learning! Question 1 relates to the Speaker of the Lok Sabha when a removal resolution is under consideration. We are asked to consider if they shall not preside, shall not have the right to speak, and shall not be entitled to vote in the first instance. Which statements are correct? The correct answer is option A, which is statement 1 only. Statement 1 is correct. When a resolution for the removal of the Speaker is under consideration, the Speaker cannot preside over the House. Instead, the Deputy Speaker or another member presides. Statement 2 is wrong. The Speaker has the right to speak during the debates. Statement 3 is wrong. The Speaker can vote on the resolution in the first instance, like any other member in the first instance, but he cannot exercise a casting vote in case of a tie. Here is a quick summary of the duties of the Speaker of Lok Sabha. Key duties include acting as the presiding officer, deciding on questions of procedure, certifying money bills under Article 110, and acting as the guardian of privileges. Let's also summarize the removal procedure of the Speaker. The constitutional basis is Article 94. A resolution for removal must be moved in Lok Sabha, requiring 14 days prior notice. It must be passed by an effective majority of all then members of Lok Sabha. Question 2 is about the Indian Parliament and bill lapse upon Lok Sabha dissolution. Statements are: 1. A bill pending in the Lok Sabha lapses on its dissolution. 2. A bill passed by the Lok Sabha and pending in the Rajya Sabha lapses on the dissolution of the Lok Sabha. 3. A bill in regard to which the President of India notified his/her intention to summon the Houses to a joint sitting lapses on the dissolution of the Lok Sabha. Which statements are correct? The correct answer is option B, statements 1 and 2. Statement 1 is correct. Any bill that is still pending in the Lok Sabha, not passed, automatically lapses when the Lok Sabha is dissolved. Statement 2 is also correct. If a bill has been passed by Lok Sabha but is still pending in Rajya Sabha at the time of dissolution, it also lapses. The new Lok Sabha must freshly consider it. Statement 3 is correct. If the President has already notified intention for a joint sitting under Article 108, the bill does not lapse even if Lok Sabha is dissolved. The new Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha can meet in joint sitting to consider it. Here is a quick summary of the situation of a bill in case of Lok Sabha dissolution. Generally, bills pending or passed by the Lok Sabha and pending in the Rajya Sabha lapse. Bills passed by both houses, bills pending only in Rajya Sabha, or bills for which a joint sitting is notified do not lapse. Question 3 relates to the Parliament of India. Consider the following statements. 1. Prorogation of a House by the President of India does not require the advice of the Council of Ministers. 2. Prorogation of a House is generally done after the House is adjourned sine die, but there is no bar to the President of India prorogating the House, which is in session. 3. Dissolution of the Lok Sabha is done by the President of India, who, save in exceptional circumstances, does so on the advice of the Council of Ministers. Which statements are correct? The correct answer is option C, statements 2 and 3. Statement 1 is wrong. The President acts on the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers, Article 74. Therefore, prorogation is done only on ministerial advice, not independently. Statement 2 is correct. Normally, prorogation follows adjournment sine die, but constitutionally, the President can prorogue even while the House is in session. Statement 3 is correct. Dissolution is a President's power under Article 85, but exercised on the advice of the Council of Ministers. Only in rare cases, like when no government exists to advise, the President may act independently. Here is a quick summary comparing adjournment, prorogation, and dissolution. Adjournment temporarily suspends a sitting, prorogation formally terminates a session, and dissolution completely ends the life of the Lok Sabha. Let's learn a bit more about prorogation. It is the formal termination of a session of Parliament by the President on the advice of the Council of Ministers. In case of prorogation, the bills do not lapse and are carried forward to the next session. Let's learn a bit more about dissolution. Dissolution of the Lok Sabha means the complete termination of its life. It is done by the President on the advice of the Council of Ministers. Question 4 asks about the duties of the Chief of Defense Staff, or CDS, as head of the Department of Military Affairs. Consider if they are the permanent chairman of the Chiefs of Staff Committee, exercise military command over the 3 service chiefs, or are the principal military advisor to the defense minister on tri-service matters. Select the correct options. The correct answer is option D, statements 1 and 3 only. Statement 1 is correct. The CDS is the permanent chairman of the Chiefs of Staff Committee, COSC. Statement 2 is wrong. The CDS does not exercise direct military command over the 3 service chiefs. The service chiefs retain operational command of their respective forces. The CDS role is primarily coordination, integration, and advisory, not command. Statement 3 is correct. The CDS is the principal military advisor to the defense minister on all tri-service matters. However, the service chiefs continue to advise the defense minister on matters concerning their individual services. This is a quick summary of the Chief of Defense Staff, or CDS. The CDS is a 4-star military officer and permanent chairman of COSC. Their role is advisory and integration focused, and they do not exercise direct operational command over the service chiefs. Question 5 is with reference to the Government of India Act 1935. Consider the following statements. It provided for the establishment of an all-India federation based on the union of the British Indian provinces and princely states. Defense and foreign affairs were kept under the control of the federal legislature. Which statement is/are correct? The correct answer is option A, statement 1 only. Statement 1 is correct. The Act indeed provided for an all-India federation consisting of provinces of British India and princely states. However, the federation never actually came into existence because the princely states did not join. Statement 2 is wrong. Defense and foreign affairs were placed in the reserve subjects under the direct control of the Governor-General. They were not under the federal legislature. Here is a quick summary of the Government of India Act 1935. Key provisions included the proposal for an all-India federation, abolishing diarchy at the provincial level, and introducing diarchy at the center with reserved and transferred subjects. Additional key points of the 1935 Act included the continuation of separate electorates, the establishment of the federal court, and the retention of overriding powers by the Governor-General. It also led to the separation of Burma. Question 6 asks, which of the given ranks are correctly matched in terms of equivalent rank across the Army, Air Force, and Navy? The table shows 4 pairs of ranks. Select the correct answer using the code provided. The correct answer is option D, statement 3 only. Only the third statement is correct. Major in the Army is equivalent to squadron leader in the Air Force and lieutenant commander in the Navy. This matching aligns with the standard rank structure across the 3 services. The other pairings listed are incorrect. This is a quick summary of the defense service ranks. The Army, Air Force, and Navy have parallel rank structures to maintain equivalence. The top operational ranks are General, Air Chief Marshal, and Admiral, respectively. This slide provides a detailed table of the equivalent ranks across the Indian Army, Air Force, and Navy for your reference. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful and you learned something new today. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more such informative videos.